Well, that was a bit disappointing. Hello, how are things? How are you getting on? How are ya? Bayern Munich have just beaten us 3-1 and it's a bit disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the mistakes we made were our own fault. Literally, the own goal was our own fault. The penalty was our own fault. And pass around the back between Gusto, Chalobah and Sanchez was our own fault as well. Literally, I think it was our own downfall, to be honest. I don't know if it was lack of concentration. Bayern Munich were good, yes, but I don't think many of their chances came from them being very good. It came from us having lack of concentration, to be honest. Going forward, we seem pretty good. We had a few chances here and there, mainly Palmer. But to be fair, even looking back at the game, I would probably say 1-1 was a fair result. Maybe 2-1 to Bayern because it did have more chances. Olise really bombed forward and caused a lot of bother for us, but there was just nothing really from us to make me think that we deserved to win. It was very much a wet fart of a game, to be honest. It was just kind of there. It happened. Don't think we're ever going to talk much on it going forward. But besides all that, let's get into the player ratings. So Sanchez had a great game. I was impressed with Sanchez. I'm going to give him a 7. He made a few good saves that kept us in it. It could have easily been, I was about to say 3-1. It could have been 4-1, 5-1 if it wasn't for him. To be honest, he made a few good saves. Can't blame him for the penalty. You can't really save that, in fairness to him. So Sanchez gets his best rating from me yet with a 7. Fair play to him. Gusto then was good. I think more so attacking than defending. I give Gusto a 6.5. He was pretty good as well. I think, look, defensively, he did okay. I don't think a whole lot came from Diaz. He kept him quiet for the most part for the game. I know Diaz had that one good chance kind of late in the second half, but Gusto kept him locked down for the most part. I would say he's not entirely at fault for their third goal. I think Chalobah playing the ball to him. He was under pressure. There's players coming down. And look, I wouldn't put it entirely on Gusto. I would say more so it was on Chalobah. So Gusto for me gets a 6.5. Going forward too, he was good. Yeah, 6.5. Tosin then, I would give Tosin maybe a 6. I think he made a few good interceptions. There was times he stopped the ball and everything else, but he was okay. Obviously, they were obviously able to push forward and create the chances to be able to score 3 goals like that. But I would give him a 6. No major fault. Can't give any serious finger wagging or whatever else or telling off. Tosin gets a 6. Trevor Chalobah gets a 4.5. The own goal, I think it was his pass out to Gusto is what caused the issue for the second goal. That was a poor pass. It just wasn't great. He didn't have a good game. I don't like to talk slander about poor old Chalobah. So that's all I'll say about him, to be honest. Cucurella, 6 maybe. I think Olise got the better of him for the most part. Sorry, actually, Cucurella gets a 5.5. Yeah, no, look, I don't think he didn't put himself in the best light at all now today, so he gets a 5.5. Olise was constantly attacking. He was a constant threat. I don't think he kept him quiet for whole parts of the game, to be honest. So Cucurella 5.5, not his best performance at all. Reece James then in midfield, I give a 5.5. Again, I don't think he did a whole lot. I don't think he really stood out when he was playing, to be honest. When Andre Santos came on, he even seemed to get on the ball and a bit more link in play and passes and stuff than what James was doing. So James is a 5.5, nothing amazing. Obviously, this isn't his best role. It worked well for PSG, but that was one game. I remember when Kurt Zuma played in the Carabao Cup final for us, and he was fantastic against, I think it was Spurs. But again, that was one game. We played him there a few more times, didn't work out. So James, not sure about this midfield role. Caicedo then, even though he gave away the penalty, I would give Caicedo a 7. Winning tackles, winning the ball, regaining possession, the whole lot. He still did his best. I couldn't say he put a whole lot wrong. Again, he gave away the penalty. He was close to winning the ball, but he didn't win it. We were down 2-0 because of that, because of him. So Caicedo gets a 7 in that case. Everything else was grand besides the penalty he gave away. Palmer then, I'm going to give a 7.5. 7.5. I would say, yeah, probably our best player. Our best player definitely scored the first goal. Scored the second, but was slightly offside. Don't think he put a foot wrong, to be honest. Played out on the wing like he was asked, then came in the middle when he was asked to. Yeah, I think Palmer did the best he could given what was going on. I give him a 7.5. Enzo Fernandez gets a 5. This role doesn't really suit him, to be honest. I don't think he should be playing up that forward. I think he's better like laying deep, picking up the ball from Caicedo and passing it on, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I get the 5. It didn't really suit him in that role to kind of be going forward and attacking. He's better going forward, like bringing the ball up the pitch with him. We saw him a few times in the box and he never really looked like scoring or being a massive goal threat, because that's not his game. I give Neto a 5. Like, he was fairly obsolete and not even present the whole game. I couldn't name one thing Neto did the entire game. I've been praising the man flat out so far this season, but this game he just did nothing. I can't honestly say he impressed me or did anything at all that I was like, wow, fair play, or any run or anything else. So Neto gets a 5. Very quiet. Maybe it was defensively, he was like blocked out of the game, but no, there was nothing there for me. Pedro, again, I could give him like non-applicable because I don't think he did much the entire game. He also gets a 5. Don't think he had a shot. Don't think he caused much of a threat. Don't think much of anything of his game today. I don't think he did anything, to be honest. So yeah, that's all I can say on Pedro. For the subs then that came on, Andre Santos, again, I give him a 6. Like, he seemed to be playing a bit more and kind of passing, that kind of stuff, and getting, like, being that extra fresh legs that you'd want your sub to be. He also tripped over and fouled Jackson, so that's also a bonus point for me. But yeah, not much more to say. Slightly better than James, gets a 6. Garnacho, I don't know what to give Garnacho. 4.5, yeah, did nothing. He didn't contribute to anything. Didn't do a bit. Put in one ball in the box at one stage that went to nobody. 4.5. Wasn't any influence in the game at all. No injection of nothing else. Compared to Santos, nothing. He didn't bring anything new to the game at all. Estevao then, I just give him a 5.5 or a 6 again. Like, just a 5.5. He wasn't on long enough to make much of a difference. I don't know if he touched the ball like 5 or 6 times, to be honest. So just 5.5 because it's just literally slightly middle of the road. And then for Maresca, I'd give him maybe a 6.5. Like, he made the subs. Maybe he could have made them slightly earlier. I don't know, but the team layout was fair enough. I understood why he did it because that's what we had against PSG when we beat them 3-0. So I can respect that. But different changes he could have made, I'm not sure. Maybe Palmer playing the right isn't the best. Maybe he should be in the middle predominantly and let him flow how he wants. But that's about it, to be honest. Obviously, yeah, disappointing to lose. Again, it's Bayern Munich at home. They're a massive team. They've got great players. Look at their attacking line. Like, we've seen them all play in the Premier League. Olise, Diaz and Kane. We've seen all 3 rip it up. So it's not the end of the world. Players might have been tired, might need a bit of reshuffling, but I still think we're going to beat Man United. I still think we're going to get out of this group, not a bother. But yeah, just our own mistakes, our own downfall, our own faults. You let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. All the best. Take it handy. Good luck, chat.